Amazing. Okay, so welcome everyone to the membership webinar of the IC Scaling Club. My name is Eva, and I want to sincerely thank all of you for joining us today. A few notes before we start, you're well aware that we're recording the session. It's going to be shared with you after our meeting. For those of you who still haven't, sorry for repeating this too many times, but please take the time to now rename yourself with your name and organization name and turn on your camera so we could get to know each other. And of course, turn on your microphone when you're invited to speak. And we will use the chat as the main instrument. So please write all of your questions as soon as they appear. Just write them in the chat. We'll take them one by one after our presentation. And our team will make sure that all of them are answered. Thank you. So the objective of the session is to, of course, welcome you all to the EIC Scaling Club Digital Security and Trust. The other objective is, of course, to get to know each other, give you an overview of the activities of the club and how you will be involved, and of course, address all of the questions or any other input you find appropriate. And now, without further ado, I will ask for a short 30 seconds introduction about you and your company. And at the end, please share with us with one word how you feel today. So I'll stop sharing my screen now so we can see each other, and I will invite you one by one for the intro, starting with investors, then corporate representatives, then agencies and associations. So, okay, first one is Andreas. Could you give a short intro and one word how you feel, please?
Yes, so I'm part of G&D Ventures. It's a Munich-based 50 million euro fund backed by the European Investment Bank and Giesecke and Devrient, and we are a trust tech investor, so concept of cybersecurity. And today I'm feeling excited.
And how do you feel today?
Excited.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Andreas. Next is Anna.
Hi guys, so I'm Anna Besirovic, same fund as Andreas. So currently in Munich. I come from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and today I'm feeling cold.
I think we can all agree to that, most of us at least. Thank you. Next is Carlota. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing any of the names, but I'm going to learn fast, I promise.
Sorry, I just had to solve the problem with the audio. Hi everyone, my name is Carlota. I am based in Munich and I represent Matterwave Ventures. We are an early stage venture capital focused on industrial technology and deep tech. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. And how do you feel today?
Very cold. Not many layers on top of it. Okay. But otherwise fine. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Next, Antonella.
Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. My name is Antonella Dragomir. I'm based in Bucharest. I'm an investment manager with Catalyst Romania, the largest venture capital fund in Romania, one of the largest in the Southeastern Europe region. We have just started to invest from our 50 million fund. We are also backed by the EIF. Our target companies are technology companies in Romania and countries in the neighborhood. And I'm very happy to meet you all. And today I'm feeling both cold and curious.
Awesome. Thank you, Antonella. And hi, neighbor, by the way.
Hi.
Next, I see Anna from MultiB Ventures.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Ania. I'm an investment associate here at OTB, together with Mateusz, investment director. We are a deep tech fund focusing on 4 verticals like space tech, fintech infrastructure, cybersecurity, and AI automation for enterprises. And we have 300 million under our management. And very happy to meet you all. Very excited and thrilled to know more.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Next is Hugo.
Hello, everybody. So Hugo, I'm associate at Omnes. We are a French deep tech fund with an office in Munich also. So we are investing in tech bio, sustainability, and sovereignty. Within sovereignty, of course, there is cyber. So we invested quite a lot in cyber, Sequoia, Dust, some companies recently. And I feel, I would say, windy because there is a huge storm right now in Paris. So
Okay, thank you. Next, Rafael.
Yeah, hello. Hi, Rafael here from Swiss Post Ventures. We are the CVC of Swiss Post, investing in companies, nurse stage companies in the space of B2B SaaS, sustainability and cyber security, and across Europe. And today I feel, well, very pleased to see you again, Eva, and very curious actually to hear more what is expecting us.
Thank you, Rafael. Nice to have you here again. And next, I see that Beatriz, she joined a little bit later, but Beatriz, can you hear us?
Yes, apologies for not turning on the camera, but I'm in the middle of a storm and I'm not on a fast speed connection. I lead the open innovation within Lectras Group, the white goods manufacturer that you might know. We're interested in joining this group because we're working a lot on digital security, on trust. We're part also of what is called the Home Connectivity Alliance, working on interoperability with other brands within our industry and in consumer electronics in general. So it's a very important topic for us that we want to explore further. That is the reason why I've decided with my colleague from the digital organization to join.
Thank you, Beatriz. And how do you feel today? I'm not going to skip anyone with this question.
I don't know how to define, but I was supposed to be on vacation alone, and instead they closed all the schools and I have the kids around. So not really the vacation I was expecting with such a bad weather. So I would say, it sounds not very nice. A bit
Yeah, a little bit
frustrating.
disappointed, I suppose. I understand. I think many of us can relate sometimes with this. So thank you for sharing and being honest, you know?
Yes, truly honest.
That's why the question is here. So we can just like share and just get to know each other at the end of the day. Thank you. So we just covered the investors part. Now let's move to the corporates. I see Benjamin from Amadeus IT.
We forgot Willy. His investor as well.
Sorry, apologies.
No problem. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm Willy, managing partner from eCapital. We are a deep tech fund based in Germany. We are investing in A rounds and upwards. We are targeting in our new fund for 200 million. We have two verticals. One is cybersecurity and one is renewable energy. And I'm very happy to be part here of this European platform, because at the end of the day, especially in cybersecurity, we have to solve one of the biggest problems, not only to make money, to have a European cybersecurity sovereignty as well.
Thank you, William. How do you feel today?
Yeah, I feel quite good because my internet is stable.
Thank you. I hope I haven't missed anyone from the investors group. If I have, please let me know.
Yeah, it depends whether you see corporate venture capital as an investor or a
this is more the
whatever you would like.
Yeah, okay, let's start with you then. Moving to
okay. So that's an easy one. So Hans Zeunigen, I work for KPN, the Dutch telecommunications company, and I run the corporate venture capital fund of around 100 million that we have. And yeah, I would say I'm very relaxed today because I'm working from home because of all the storm stuff going on. My colleague Emerique will probably announce a bit later, but yeah, happy to be here to also see a few familiar names and looking forward to what we're going to do.
Thank you, Hans. Next, I see Benjamin, I think from Amadeus.
Yes, hi everyone. Nice to meet you, Benjamin. I'm with Amadeus together with my colleague Marta. First time in this round, so so happy to be here. Yeah, Amadeus is a, I would say, global B2B technology platform in the travel and aviation space. And yeah, how do I feel? I am. Well, I'm also cold because it's rainy. I'm in Brussels, so it's, I think, the same storm that hits Paris. I also feel curious. I'm happy to be here with you. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Benjamin. I would like to give the word to Alex from HDBI.
Let me lower my hand. Now, I'm Alex Panagiotopoulos, the investment director of HDBI. It's the Greek fund of funds, the sovereign Greek fund of funds. So we're in the investor side, in a sense. And I'm really tired.
Thank you for the sincerity, Alex. Thank you. Next, I think Antigone also from HDBI is here.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. I'm also Antigone from HDBI with my colleague Alex here. We are looking forward to this initiative and to support all these pretty actions that you are undertaking. I mean,
thank you, Antigone. Seeing you on a Zoom after a stage is a different setting, but I appreciate having you here. She's an awesome speaker, by the way. And always asking the tough questions, I have to say. So moving on to Marta, I think from Amadeus as well.
Yes. So I'll skip the Amadeus introduction as Benjamin already shared that, but just to mention that I'm part of the startup investment program of Amadeus. So we make strategic investments in early stage tech-based companies. And yeah, very happy to be here, share all the feelings related to the weather and the storms or whatever. I'm in Portugal currently, and same thing here. And yeah, very excited to be here.
Thank you, Marta, for joining. And then Juan.
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Juan Tamaro. I'm also working at Amadeus Ventures with Marta. I'm super excited to be here, and also we are feeling as well here in Madrid, where we are based. A lot of wind and rain, so also sharing those sentiments with everyone here. Happy to meet you all.
Thank you, Juan. Next is, just a second, check Laura from Indra.
I hope you can hear me now.
Yes, we can.
Yes, I had some issues this morning. So my name is Laura. I work for Indra, a large technology and consultancy firm based in Spain, but acting globally. I'm very excited and grateful to be here today, and curious also to see how we start collaborating with you.
Thank you so much. Next is Oscar from Indra.
Hello, I'm Oscar, as you say, from Indra, and I very excited to know what initiatives merged from this collaboration.
Thank you, Oscar. Daniela from Chiesi.
Hello, I'm Daniela Gamberini from Chiesi Pharmaceutical, Italy. We just started a new organizational unit within headquarters, which is called the Center for Open Innovation and Competence. And I'm here in representative of this and to be part of this project. And I'm very curious about what will we do together.
Thank you for your kind words. We're also very excited. I'm curious what's going to happen. Okay, let me see. Emaric, if I'm pronouncing this correctly.
Absolutely, yes. And nice to meet you all. I think Hans already gave an introduction on what we do. And personally, I focus a lot on cybersecurity within the fund. So happy to learn more. And that's why I guess I feel excited. So that's a little bit about me. Nice to meet you all.
Thank you. I'm excited to build the relationships between all of you further down the road. And it's just a great opportunity. And I'm excited also seeing all of these faces here. And thank you again. Next, maybe we can move on if I haven't missed any other corporate representatives. I don't think so. My colleagues are also here in the same room helping me, so.
Maybe Beatrice from Electrolux.
I just renamed myself. I was the one frustrated because the kids are home.
Oh, okay. I'm very sorry.
I
I'm very
joined
sorry.
later, and I haven't understood that you were calling out the investor side, but I type in the chat that I represent corporation side.
Thank you, Beatrice. Sorry.
No worries.
Thank you, William. Thank you. Okay, so now we're moving to agencies and associations. And I would like to ask Raula for a short intro.
Yes, Roula Bakhtalia from Greece. I'm heading EGG. It's the business accelerator of Eurobank, supporting startup and scale-ups to grow. Eurobank, you may know that is one of the 4 systematic banks in Greece. So we have, let's say, 2 hats. The one how to scaling startup and scale-up companies, and the other to finance those companies. Firstly, just for you to be jealous, in Athens, it really looks like summer. So it's wonderful, and I'm really very happy and curious of course, to see how this cooperation will go. But also happy because we are preparing in Eurobank a new initiative, how to better finance and invest in scale-up companies. So that fits wonderful in this initiative. So thank you very much for having me here.
Thank you so much, Rola. We have in the chat, Igita actually is only listening in today, but she's also part of the agency associations from LATTECH, which is the Latvian Innovation and Technology Office. But I'm sure that later in the other calls we'll learn more about her. And okay, I think that's it. I don't think I missed anyone, but let me know if otherwise. Okay, that's good. Thank you. I'm gonna now continue to the presentation. I suppose you can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So thanks for the introductions. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about actually what the club is and the next steps. So the EIC Scaling Club is the Deep Tech Impact Initiative of the European Innovation Council and the member states. In a nutshell, we will boost very selective deep tech scale-ups to grow rapidly. And we have a solid program for the next 2 years to deliver that. Our mission is to foster a brighter future by supporting top tech entrepreneurs in creating innovative solutions to tackle the world's most pressing challenges, including segregation, misinformation, climate change, security concerns, health challenges, AI, and many, many more. And we will unite the top ecosystem players, all guided to make a lasting positive impact on society through technology and collective action. So together, we're going to select 100 Series A and B companies with the potential and ambition to grow and become world leaders and or to grow their valuation over the next couple of years to over 1 billion euros. If they do not have that ambition, they will not be part of this club. We will do this in 5 phases. This is actually William's favorite slide, so we always keep it here. So the arrow here visualizes the pathway of creating value for each of the 100 companies. First of all, we'll create the investors, corporate and mentor community here around the companies, and we'll work on selecting which companies will benefit from the program. And this is why your involvement now is so crucial. Second, we will fine-tune the company's winning strategies, such as go-to-market, financials, building the right story, sales pipeline, building solid boards, and many, many more. And then we'll build an action plan along with building relevant contacts through a solid roadshow of online and on-site events. And we will not just, write them somewhere on the list. Actually, we're going to facilitate the introduction, the networking with those people. And on the 4th step, We believe that recognition for the companies to be seen on the world map as one of the best companies worldwide to solve the specific challenges is absolutely key. And this is why throughout the process, we'll deliver top-notch market reports and a lot of visibility. And the reports will be with and through collaborative expert intelligence delivered by you and the mentors. And I'll, of course, dive deeper in a bit. And this is where we'll provide you with huge visibility as market and thought leaders. In point 5, we'll build relationships with ecosystems, including the regulatory environment, allowing an easier development of the specific sectors. So all of this will be done very efficiently with one simple goal: to add value to the companies. If any action point doesn't, we'll delete it or change it. It will be definitely deleted from the program. So the initiative is called a club, where at the center we have the deep tech companies, and will involve the CEOs and the managers. As you all know, the fast-growing companies are very entrepreneurial and they need exceptional managers. And we'll accompany them with mentors. And to give an example of the ones we have onboarded, they're very, very rare to find. So the ones we onboarded are on the board of more than 100 of tech companies, have done IPOs globally, did some of the biggest M&A transactions, and just to give you a summary, basically. So we are onboarding the most active investors. Many of them are on the call, who can lead and co-lead the next investment rounds. Corporate innovation leaders who want to grow to new markets with their massive market power. We're onboarding government agencies to boost champions from their own region, but also to attract and support other European companies to their region and support their growth for their own country's benefit. Our goal is to facilitate collaboration between all of those players, creating a win-win scenario, and use the collaborative intelligence to help the European companies become world-class leaders. So this is why and where your role is so crucial. And we believe that we have provided a sufficient incentive for you respecting your time and making the program super efficient, unlike my a little bit longer presentation. But I think it's important to just cover the main next steps and to explain why and what we're doing. And very ambitious goals, yes. We are onboarding more than 500 club members. However, to speak with concrete terms, as you already know, your involvement will be only 2 days across the year. And we ask for at least 2 members from your organizations to be on board of the program, respecting gender balance. On the slide here, you can see the club in the center with the 500 members clustered around 10 market opportunities. All of these market opportunities are actually kind of like a small communities, each consisting of 50 organizations. On average per group, like the one that we are gathered here for today, which is digital security and trust, we will onboard 10 to 12 companies, 10 plus board level mentors, 10 active investors, corporates, agencies, and then sovereign funds, media, and government agencies, and more. Now I'm going to dive deep about the digital security and trust group that we have. That's why we're here a little bit more on this call to dive deeper on it. We're happy to share that our group has now more than 20 member organizations, and we have asked you to join with the member of two team members. So we have more than 40 members currently. In the briefing you have received already, you have a list of group members that is dynamic and is subject to changes as the onboarding process is still ongoing. So feel free to reach out to us with recommendations of other potential stakeholders, especially regarding corporates from Central and Eastern Europe. This is, the more tricky part. So of course, as you well know, it's all about relationships. So if you have anyone from your network who you believe deserves to be invited, just feel free to let us know and reach out. You will receive, of course, the final list with all the members. So some details about the group management. As I briefly presented myself, my name is Eva and I'm the leader of the digital tracks. And I must say that I'm super excited to work with an exceptional team. Nicolette, who is actually, we're in the same room here with Danny as well from the other team. But yeah, I'm just excited to work with them. So Nicolette is actually your point of contact. She is the group manager of the digital security and trust team. Sasha is the group analyst, and Miko, I'm honored to share that he is our lead mentor for the group. So what companies are we looking for? They must be headquartered in 27 EU member states and Horizon Europe associated countries. For example, Switzerland and UK are unfortunately not included. We'll send you the full list of the countries, so you have that in the email after this call. The total previous funding should be minimum 7.5 million euros, or 5 million for the Horizon Europe widening countries and associated countries. So they have a lower threshold, for example, Bulgaria, Czech Republic, Ukraine, and more. The latest round of funding should be after 1st of January 2019. And since we have the ambition to grow at least 20% of the portfolio companies very rapidly within the next 4 years, the minimum criteria in terms of valuation should be starting around 25 to 60 million, and with the potential, of course, to grow massively, as I mentioned. In a summary, we'll ask you to nominate companies, select them, and contribute to the market roadmap, which will position you as market leaders. Let's dive deeper. Of course, we'll share you the presentation, and you'll have a summary slide about the process with clear next steps. And diving deeper regarding the nomination process, each stakeholder member can nominate maximum 5 companies across all of the 10 market opportunities. So make sure that, once you decide to nominate companies, have this in mind. After this call, you receive the email with the link to the nomination form, which looks like this. It's super easy to use, and we'll ask you to nominate companies by 21st of November. This is very important to say again. Submit your nominations by 21st of November. So how the selection process will go, we'll contact the nominated companies and ask them to apply by submitting a pitch deck. You will receive the 25 voting list, that's how we call it, with data and pitch decks for each company that applied. Investor and corporations will vote for a minimum of 6 companies. Of course, you cannot vote for the nominated, for the ones that you nominated, especially if you have invested in the company. They will have 1 week to complete the rating in the 6 evaluation criteria. And the goal of the selection is to choose and attract companies with, the big ambition, as we talked before. There will be a publication for the Digital Security and Trust Roadmap, where you will have an important role. And what is the roadmap? It's basically identifying the challenges and opportunities and how to address them in the specific subsectors. It will constitute a useful material to guide the mentorship work, presenting a broad pan-European vision, and in a way become a toolbox for European scale-ups. You will receive huge visibility through this roadmap and will position you as thought leaders in the European ecosystem. Your involvement will be in early December this year, and you'll receive a detailed information of what is required exactly in a couple of weeks. So to put this again in a summary, we'll ask you to nominate companies by 21st of November. The roadmap we'll have calls with you early December. The selection will be, with the voting, will be done in February. Something more exciting I want to share is that, of course, there are a number of events planned to take place during this project. And make sure to, write down in your calendars. You receive, of course, an invite, but make sure to just book in your calendar the 9th and 10th of April, 2024. We're going to have the Ignition Forum in Belgium, and we're going to meet, we're going to invite all of you and the companies from the first cohorts that we're starting now. And now talking a little bit more about the slide, the ones you see here in pink are the club-only events, where we will gather all the club members. The first event, of course, is going to be the Ignition one. And then late 24 and 25, we'll launch the investments partnership events. And basically for the whole EIC Scaling Club, we have around 24 events planned on site, which will be replicated online. So we have usually frequently asked questions. I'm going to stop sharing in a bit. I just wanted to let you know that, of course, your contacts will not be disclosed with the companies if you do not consent. You will see the list of the widening countries to which the minimum criteria of 5 million applies for the nomination. And you also have it in the membership charter, basically companies mainly from Central Europe and South Europe. And our definition of previous funding is very broad. We accept any kind of funding, not only public funds and equity investments. So I'm gonna stop sharing now and I'm gonna open for questions and answers. Thank you for listening in and your time. So please write them in the chat and we'll take them one by one. Thank you. Does this mean that the presentation was clear or? Okay, question from Egita. Egita, can you maybe share? Oh no, I think you didn't have the possibility to actually say, I'm gonna ask the question for you and then we can answer it. So the question is, can we see the list of the EIC selected companies for this, please? So maybe to answer this question, first, we're actually going through the nominated with the nominations, but I suppose this means for the selected stakeholders, or am I understanding it right?
Maybe I can answer. We had the question earlier, so this is William speaking. So the EIC, half of the companies will come through the EIC. The EIC has a nomination process that is very thorough, where the EIC itself is nominating companies, the EIB is doing the tech tour, and all the group leaders, in this case tech tour is the group leader, is doing that. So it's better that you nominate companies that you know that are not part of the EIC, or if you say we want to make sure that this is the best company, they are EIC, you can always flag the company to us, and we will not count it as an EIC company. So it's best to nominate companies that are not EIC backed, as we will have a lot of information on the EIC. Can we share the information? In principle, not, but you can quickly know if you go on a company's website whether a company is backed by the EIC. In case of doubt, just flag it to us and we will check it for you on Deal Room. This information is fairly available. I hope this answers the question of Egita.
Can I just add something to what William has said? So the companies are shortlisted but are not selected. The selection is going to be done in this review panel, okay? So they are shortlisted only, not selected. So this is important to be clear. They will go through the same selection process as the non-EIC companies.
Okay, unfortunately, Egita cannot turn on her mic, so maybe for now we can move to the next question. Of course, Egita, feel free to ask more questions in the chat or just put your answer in there. We'll move now to Antigone. Would you like to ask your question?
Yes, I was wondering whether there's a pitching document or a very short presentation that we could share with candidate companies. What they have to benefit or something like that.
Yeah, maybe I can add so we will share indeed, and we're going to add to the website also in the frequently asked questions, what are the main benefits, or what's in need for the company. But indeed, we will share with all of you also a teaser for the companies, so that when you are in contact with the companies, you have something to support your pitch and recommendation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Maybe Marta and Rola, I would ask you to just write your questions so we can take them one by one. Thank you. Moving now to Andreas.
Yeah, the question regarding the evaluation. So if the company is from a country where this 5 million requirement in terms of minimum funding applies, is there also a lower threshold in terms of valuation, or is it still the same valuation?
So
maybe I can add to it as well. So the criteria is actually the 5 million funding. Okay, so the valuation is something you, as part of the selection process, will look into. And the figures that we have shared on the 20 million valuation is an indication, because we are aware that valuation is something that can be, subjective and not. So this is just a guideline, but we also like to mention, and the reason why Ivan has mentioned is because we do have the ambition to focus on these high potential companies and to have at least 20% of the portfolio that is able to grow to what used to be called, which is no less popular, the unicorn stage, with over 1 billion valuation. So this is why we insist in phrasing this, so that we keep, okay, it's 5 million, but the companies do need to have the potential to grow to this stage. That's why it's important that these are the companies that we want to involve in this program.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Moving to Antonella's question.
I was just wondering if there is overall scoring, of which I believe it is applied when someone applies to this to be chosen. I mean, a company applies. Is there any flexibility in hard numbers, like the funding they get? I mean, if it's not really 7, it's a bit below, or 5, does it make sense to still try and apply for the company?
Maybe I can just mention that for the specific list of countries, the threshold is actually 5 million for.
Yeah, my question is still valid, because maybe it's, I don't know, 4.9 or 4.8. So does it make sense to try?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next, Andreas.
Just a quick one. There is a maximum requirement, so to say, or a maximum threshold of companies to be nominated? Is there also a minimum?
Yeah, so the answer is we ask for 5, no more and no less, and just make sure that if you are nominating for different market opportunities, you have just 5 companies across all market opportunities. So you can put like 4 in digital security and trust, and then 1 in hydrogen, for example. So yeah, that's a short answer. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Arola?
Yes, it was not very clear to me. In the presentation, you say that the nominated company should attract the minimum 5 to 6 million, 7 million by Horizon Europe program. Is that correct? Or it's and?
Yeah, because
Sorry, Eva, go ahead.
It's okay.
It's any previous funding. So the 5 million for the widening, or 7.5 or for the other countries, it's any type of funding. So it can be Horizon Europe, it can be previous to Horizon Europe. We're at Horizon 2020. I mean, the important thing is that they have raised the last round after 2019. So they are attractive and have been able to attract the last funding not so far. And the combined all investment reaches this minimum level. Okay, so this question pops up quite often, but it's any regional grants are acceptable, any type of previous funding. Equity. Yeah.
And as you said, Eva, thank you very much, Teresa. And as you said, Eva, before, the nomination might be also from a different, we can expand, let's say, the number of nominated companies in other sectors like biotech or energy, etc. In case that we don't have 5 companies on the digital and security and trust.
Yes, but they should be within the 10 market opportunities of the EIC Scaling Club.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. Yeah.
But of course, we're running the security one, so make sure to add the security ones first, and then the rest.
Very nice. That might be cybersecurity or else whatever. I mean, we can see broader. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. I see Beatriz has raised her hand.
Yes, I haven't read it through, so I hope I haven't misunderstood, but is there any recommendation in terms of how much tight should we be with the companies that we nominate? I mean, should we have already worked, or you can span from I've worked with this company, I can nominate it because I know they're trustable, I know them, and so on, or it can just be someone that I have crossed path in a meeting, in a conference, and I believe it's trustworthy and
Yeah, you
and
don't
deserve
need
to be nominated. There is no recommendation on that, or do you have it?
Yeah, I mean, you can nominate portfolio or outside your portfolio. That's basically it. So we're not strict on that. The only thing we're strict would be that you cannot vote for companies that are from your portfolio.
Sure. Okay.
Because
So
then
it can be
there's a
also
conflict of
outside.
interest.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but a good question. Thank you. Okay. So any other questions? Of course, you feel free to reach out in any moment of time. We want to make sure that this is a very efficient process for you, and we want to stick to the 2 days along the, just stick to the time commitment. And I just want to thank you all, and I appreciate you joining and dedicating your time and efforts. And we're very ambitious with our goals, and I think we can really choose and select great companies and just make the world better. It's a big statement, but I think that's gathering together different players on the European market. I think it's doable, and thank you again.
Thanks. Looking forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Speak soon.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye, everyone.